No, not the end of the game.
Now let's get you out to Levi's Stadium.
Dude, I actually got to be such the end of the game. I actually took that.
It's the
Freaking the second quarter with a minute and 4 seconds. And to make up for that lost time.
With Phil Simms getting set for this divisional round matchup. Kickoff just minutes away.
Oh no, they took me off. Oh no,
the team that won the bye week or the first week of playoffs.
Here, wait, Michael, let me try something real quick.
I always go with the team that had the week off. Two reasons why. They get rested and they're playing at home. Those are two big things to overcome.
Beckham's the deep back for the opening kick. Steven Hauschka ready to kick it away to start today's game. We kick off this game. The winner heads on to the conference championship title game. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. So the rookie quarterback, it's not his first time onto the field, but still getting his feet wet in the NFL.
Yeah, you know, Jim, and every week it just gets a little easier, better. When you walk out there, you can settle those nerves down faster each game you play. So it's going to be fun to see how he does here today.
First down at the 20. Here's the give to LaShawn McCoy. Now focusing in on the offensive unit. LaShawn McCoy has more moves than perhaps anyone in the league.
He does have a lot of moves. He can stop short. He can show the speed. And every once in a while, terrific NFL running back.
He's got a little bit of daylight here. Going to take it the distance. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Playoffs so different from the regular season. The divisional round of the playoffs. When you score first, that makes you feel great. So that is a
Michael, can you hear me better?
By the offense.
Okay, because I was putting on like my regular earbuds. I want to see if you can hear me.
The 49ers coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
Two tight ends on the field here. Second down and 10. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Jim, in a situation like this, you just got to be smart. It's third and long. You're winning the football game. Don't take any chances. Don't turn it over. If you punt it, that might be a good thing.
Scrambling out of the pocket. Looking long. Dez Bryant is there. And Sherman nearly had the pick.
The 49ers put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on third and long, and they were ready for it.
The 49ers will set up. The 28 is the first down line. And that reception goes to Dez Bryant.
The Seahawks are more than happy to take that gift. The offense backed up in its own territory.
The 49ers offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on fourth down to own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious running situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making bad decisions.
Yeah, what were they thinking there?
Well, we'll never know, and I don't know if I want to know.
First down here. Back to him. Up the middle. Right Right there that time for the tackle. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Just a quick drop back. Going to try and scramble now. Could have been intercepted. 3rd down on the way.
Wait, are you a man? Oh, yeah.
Running away from the pressure. And there's a great catch. Quarterback running around, extending the play. What an incredible effort that ends up with a long completion.
Beautiful job, Jim, that time by the quarterback. Defenses are so fast.
Did he do good?
To get outside and run around, but he knows he has to get rid of the football and arcs it down the field and puts it right on target.
Yeah.
You're running back.
Oh, OEV one-handed, baby.
You don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
1st and goal from the 9. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. 2nd and goal from the 4. Makes the catch. 49ers in the end zone. As we get near the end of the opening quarter, they've read. The 49ers now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Selleck's usually a tight end, but he's in the backfield this time. Getting away from the pressure. Hauls it in. What a goal and what a catch. Marquette down for another reception. Quite a play that time to not only keep the play alive, but then to find a man down the field.
Sometimes when there's nothing there, Jim, you got to make a play. And that quarterback did a beautiful job getting outside the pocket. The defense, they cannot cover these guys that long, and he puts the ball right on target.
The 49ers have clearly been focusing on getting some of their big weapons involved here in the first half. Bryant's been a favorite target, Phil.
He has. And listen, when you have that kind of talent on the outside, you got a quarterback that can put it on the money. The offensive line, they're having an outstanding day, too. It adds up to a lot of receiving yards.
2nd down and 1. Rings it in for the score in the end zone. That touchdown partner puts them in front here in the early part of the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it's nice. They scored that touchdown. The defense has got to be kicking themselves because they did not play well or smart on that scoring drive.
The 49ers ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field on the last 2 possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy, but trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Flip to the outside. That's Wagner making the stop. 2nd down here after that run play.
Let's go.
Outside now on the toss. Still powering ahead. And he's going to be tackled right around the 43.
You got to be big, strong, you got to be tough. And we saw all those qualities that time in that run. Look at the broken tackles.
Let's go.
3rd down and 1. One-handed. Makes the grab. Well, they may be down on the scoreboard, but they have to be feeling very up about the way the passing offense has been working to this point, Phil.
Yeah, they'll be happy about the offense when they go in at halftime. The coach is going to look at them and go, good job. Then he's going to turn all of his attention to the defense, knowing they must play better to give them a chance to win this game.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The 49ers step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Wright's the one who brings him to the ground. The 49ers will set up. The 20 is the first down line. Takes off with it. And Sherman nearly had the pick.
Good play that time by the defender. He read the quarterback, got in position, and knocked that pass away on 3rd down.
Let's go.
The 49ers from the 27. The 49ers turn the ball over on downs. That stop is one of the few things we've seen either defense do well in this half. And perhaps that's a positive they can build on for the second half.
Yeah, it's been a rough first half for both defenses, and that's why the offense went for it on 4th down. They haven't been stopped all day long, so they had confidence. They went for it, and it didn't work.
Wilson's got it in the gun. Luke Wilson has the catch. Gains 19.
Good job that time by the ball.
The 49ers on offense. You'll remember the last time they were on the field, they faced that decision in opponent's territory and opted to go for it instead of kicking the field goal.
Yeah, I would think they're pretty motivated coming back out in the field, especially since they got nothing out of that last drive. I agree with the decision to go for it on 4th down. They just need better execution.
Let's go. Interception.
The 49ers offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
First down at the 49. Bolden has the catch. That's reception number 2 for him. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Out of the pocket.
He is a good runner with the football, not like most quarterbacks in the National Football League. They design runs for him just to do it as a running back.
2nd down and 7. He's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. The 49ers will set up. The 12 is the first down line. And they take him down.
When you blitz on 3rd down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB.
Launching it deep. The 49ers turn the ball over on downs.
The 49ers that time go for it on 4th down.
The 49ers taking the field again on offense. They paid the price for an aggressive decision on their last possession. Passing up on the field goal attempt and going for it on 4th down, then coming up short.
Yeah, look, no second guessing for me on that. I'll just say this. I'll give the defense a lot of credit. They were there. They were ready for the situation. They made the play, and that's why the offense came away with no points.
How do you think the offense is feeling right now after that coach's decision?
Well, shoot, they're disappointed. The coach believed in him. You know, they know the coach is showing faith. Well, he showed faith, and they let him down.
Beckham is tackled down at the 43. Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play.
Let's go.
He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
Let's go.
And he takes off. And it's incomplete.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
From the gun. Gets away from the pressure. Launches it down the field. And intercepted. That brings the play to an end. Heading into the 4th. The 49ers' last drive ended with an interception. So what do you think here, Phil? Will they play it a little safer this time around?
Oh, I don't think so. I think what you do on the offensive side, you stay aggressive. It's not a perfect game. There's going to be mistakes and penalties, and you got to learn to overcome that adversity. So go out there, let it go, and try to score points.
Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here. Out of the gun. Looking to go down the field here. Snags it right out of the air with one hand. Bryant's tackled down at the 38. Here's the first snap after the big play. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Down the field. Beckham stand in for the touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible.
The 49ers taking the field on offense, coming off a touchdown on their last drive, Phil.
Yeah, they did it mostly through the air, Jim, and I love the way how they did that. It was aggressive throwing by the quarterback, and my gosh, is he on target today.
And Sherman nearly had the pick.
I think that's the hardest pass a defensive back has to defend. The long throws down the field. You have to wait till the last second to make your play. That time the defensive back did it. What a play.
He's scrambling down. Tough catch. Sherman's in on the tackle. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. And now he'll take off. Running room. The 49ers now move the chains. First down coming up. The 49ers all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Scrambling now. This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down. The Seahawks lead, and all you have to do is look at the turnover ratio, and that tells the story, Phil.
It sure does. And listen, everybody calls them turnovers. But let's look at this game here. I call it takeaways. They are taking the football away from the offense.
Touchdown! Phil, that touchdown could prove to be the difference maker for this team, but still they need their defense to kind of capture that same energy and give the ball back to them so they have a chance to drive down again and next time take the lead.
Yeah, you know, Jim, I think the defense is going to have the energy and all that. I'm looking at the offensive side. Can they have the courage to call some plays that maybe the defense...
The 49ers offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. And here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game always comes back to bite you.
One team's running the football, the other is passing, but both are working with their game plans.
Yeah, they both are working. As you look down there on the field, one set of running backs are really happy. On the other side, the wide receiver group, they're really happy. So as long as you get it done, that's all that matters.
You see the offensive totals for these teams, and it's been about 2 teams getting it done in different ways.
What we're seeing is 2 different philosophies on the offensive side from these teams here today, Jim. And it doesn't matter. All you want to do is just get it done.
Takes it from the gun. Going for the home run. Got the catch. One-handed.
49ers just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. First down, pressure on every snap now. Defense lining up here late in this one, trying to hold on to the lead. They're going to run it right. They tackle him at the 26-yard line. Worry about injuries with your quarterback, but when he runs the football at will like this, how do you not call his number again?
Well, you keep calling his number, and you hope your quarterback is smart enough not to take chances to get that extra yard or 2 like you're an NFL running back. Get down to the ground when the play is over.
Second and short. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. The Seahawks signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. The Seahawks return now to the field, trying to protect this last little bit of real estate as they hold on to the lead late in the game. First and 10. They'll go ground. Not able to get away from Chancellor. Timeout called by the defensive unit. The 49ers coming to the line. Still have all 3 of their timeouts here in the 4th quarter. Second down and 5. Back to the ground. McCoy taken down. Defense calls a timeout. Coming up, 3rd down, a huge moment. The 49ers come out in a jumbo set. Lane's in on the tackle. Well, the defense was trying to come up with the big stop there, but the offense is able to keep the chains moving.
Well, there's just no panic in the offense when you see what they've done so far here today, Jim. They kept their heads about them, and they just calmly executed that 3rd down play.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. In the final moments, they score the touchdown to take the lead late in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it was a nice drive, and it was exciting to watch. Now, could the defense go out there and hold on to keep this game where it is?
Now on the move. That hurts. The 2-point try is denied. The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff. He'll have a chance to take off. able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Seahawks offense still has a chance here, Phil. Late in the game, can they make something happen?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, Jim. I think let's look at it from the defensive side. Know the situation. If they get the ball, they catch a pass.
Navarro Bowman gets the sack. The Seahawks have used all of their timeouts. They'll have to go the rest of the way here in the fourth quarter without one.
Well, you go to the hurry-up offense for many reasons. One, you're trying to get as many plays off and use as little time on the clock as possible. That's what you have to do when you have no timeouts left.
Seeing these stats, Bill, you really look at them and have to go, wow, because both teams are just playing so well on the offensive side of the ball.
I know that's what the fans are doing. They love these type of games. High scoring, a lot of action. They're having a good time. I know this. The defense, it's the other way around. They are having an awful time.
Looking long. And it's going to fall incomplete. Their comeback effort comes up short. One team has secured its spot in the conference championship, while the other disheartened to know they were this close to the NFL's Final Four. All right, Phil, after this win today, they're now one step away from going to the Super Bowl. This victory today in the divisional round.
It's exciting times, Jim. This is, you know what, soon as you go out in the field for warm-ups, you go, boy, this is different. It's special. And if you can just put 60 minutes of solid football together, you get a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
I'm back, Michael. Michael? Michael? Cool.
And he can help us.
What are you doing here? Oh no. Michael. 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 Did you win?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the 49ers going up against the Panthers. Now let's get you out to Levi's Stadium, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
Beckham is back deep for the return. He's got one return touchdown this season. Graham Gano has it teed up for the opening kickoff. The conference championship is underway. The winner heading to the Super Bowl. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable and I think play better. He should do well here today.
First down at the 31. It's Gronkowski. Still on his feet. That's his first reception today.
There's nothing like having a great tight end in your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league now.
Coleman's going to make the tackle.
It's always good when your quarterback is able to deceive the defense with good play-action fakes. That's what did it that time. Look at the quarterback. Nice fake. Defense reacts to the run, and now you throw it over the top for the easy completion.
That picks up 11.
You want to be a running back in the NFL, I'll say this. You better be able to break some tackles. We saw multiple tackles broken that time. Good job.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. They bring in the extra tight end. Miller's handed the football. Picks up about 5 from inside the red zone. Second down and 5. Here's the handoff. And that's a gain of 10.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
Get ready.
First and goal with the give, this time to the fullback. Second and goal from the 5. Takes it again. What a way to start the game. First possession touchdown.
There is nothing like getting off to a good start in the conference.
The 49ers back on the field on offense. They've got to be pleased with the way their offense took shape on that previous drive, which went all the way for a touchdown.
Yeah, their calling card has always been the fact that they like to do both things. They're very conscious of running the football to keep a defense honest. They did that in the last drive, and then they take advantage of the fact they're running it well, and then they play action pass or drop back. They get good protection, and they make it happen.
Good. A foot race to the end zone. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. Theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
And the extra point is good. The Panthers offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at them. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent. When you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again. That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity. Right on target.
Second down and 8. Handoff. Slashes to the left side. What a run by Stewart. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
I got to give this.
The 49ers will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. They keep the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down here and score again.
Second and 4. The quarterback with the give to the fullback. The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. Got a flag. Scrambling out of the pocket. Looking to go deep. Makes the play one-handed.
Offside. Defense.
The defense, a little jumpy right there. All set up now at the 16. This play set up by the long gainer. Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Beckham's got it on a pass that had something taken off of it.
The 49ers had a nice play design that time. It fooled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
The 49ers come out in a bunch set. McCoy on the screen. Tillman's the one who made the big stop. It'll be third down. The 49ers come out in the pistol. Takes it the distance for the touchdown. They continue to pour it on early in the second quarter with the 49ers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
The 49ers have tried to lean on the passing attack so far. Beckham has been a menace out there in the secondary with huge first-half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the play design by the offensive coordinator, outstanding. That's why we're seeing such a big game from the wide receiver.
First down following the long play. McCoy's got it on the handoff.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Double tight end formation. Looking for some daylight up the middle. Keeps his legs moving. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block and a long touchdown run.
The Panthers are getting ready for the return. The 49ers offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays. What a good job by the defensive back that time. That ball was thrown beautifully down the field. High arcing throw, but the defensive back in great position knocks it down.
Thompson's there to make the tackle. The defense stops the clock. Third down now. The Panthers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Wants to go deep. What a catch. That's his third catch of the day. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Gonna try and scramble now. And there's Bolden. And Kuechly in on the tackle.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL now, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
And now he'll take the snap and just surge ahead. Running away from the pressure. And he's forced to the ground.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit here. You want to stop the offense from scoring here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Good pressure on the quarterback, and they take him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Ely's there to make the stop. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 7. And they get the sack.
Holding. Defense.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. This will most likely be the final play before the half ends. San Francisco, touchdown. McCoy, his second touchdown of the game. We're approaching halftime, and with that touchdown, they have a little extra breathing room before the break.
Oh, man, they're inhaling big time, and they love the way they feel right now where they're at in this football game. On the defensive side, listen, you got some information. You saw what they're doing on the other side, so make some adjustments and find a way to get back in and get a way to win this game.
The Panthers talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
That leads us to second down. Stewart lined up in the backfield. The defense gets the sack.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and we saw it that time on display.
And here's the throw. Cam Newton throws it down the field.
The Panthers don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Beckham has got a chance this time. And at the 49, he'll be brought down. That return's good for about 10. We've seen a quarterback today, Phil, who just can't be slowed down.
Hard to slow down talent, and this QB is loaded with it, and he is showing it today, isn't he? You talk about any type of throw, off balance, off his back foot, on the run, and then when he needs to show that power, he lets it go, and he's been right on the mark.
First down at the 49. Getting away from the pressure. Charles Johnson gets to him for the sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
From the gun. Down the field, and it falls incomplete. Just when you thought the receiver might run under that pass, the pass, in fact, is thrown too far, incomplete.
It was overthrown a little bit, no doubt about it, and I have no problem with that. I just thought it was the wrong time to call a deep throw down the field. I was expecting a run or a short throw. No, we get the deep throw, and what do we get? An incompletion. The 49ers really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
And now here's the toss. The 49ers turn the ball over on downs.
The 49ers here.
The 49ers really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball, Phil. They went for it on fourth down to their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, when you're backed up and you go for a fourth down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat writer covering this coach, what do you think the headline would be tomorrow in his story?
It'd probably be the first time I've ever agreed with the beat writer.
Thompson's there to take him down. 2nd and 8 coming up. McCoy's going to secure the handoff. Allen's able to read that play and make the hit. The 49ers need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. 3rd down and 12. Almost intercepted.
The 49ers put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Takes off with it. He's taken down at the 35.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
Toss to the outside.
The 49ers offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Keeps all over that offense and brings him down. Second and goal from the 7. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown number 3 on the game. Those points may have made the lead insurmountable, with just over a quarter to play.
Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes you get in a situation like this, don't look at the scoreboard. Just think about going out and executing one play at a time, and you hope.
The 49ers offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
2nd and 8 coming up. The 49ers will take the snap from the 25. And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
The 49ers will take the snap from the 25. Going deep. Pulls it in. The Panthers trail right now. They just have not been able to rush the quarterback, which is very rare for this defense.
Well, they got to find a way to get to the quarterback, and I don't know, what do? Do you bring in different players? Do you use some different subs? Hey, I think they should start blitzing, find a way to hit that QB.
Out of the pocket. Has space. 49ers in for the score. His 4th touchdown of this game. That touchdown, just a little more insurance to what already was a sizable lead, Phil.
Yeah, what a job. Look, they had a lot of insurance already in the bank. Man, they have controlled the tempo of this game from start to right here in this period early in the 4th.
The 49ers come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. The offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situation, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
1st down, offense readying for the snap. 1st down here after the completion. McCoy. And he is brought down at the 39. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8.
Let's go.
McCoy's taking the handoff. He's tackled right at the 43. The Panthers are behind right now, and you see the numbers are giving up a lot of yardage on the ground, and it stands out because it's so out of character for this unit.
The tempo of this game is being set by the offensive side. The way they are running, they got all the situations in their favor, and the defense can't get them in those obvious passing situations.
Dez, touchdown, 49ers. touchdown could have officially put this one out of reach.
Well, if it's not out of reach, it'll take 2 there and just score a touchdown that put this game out of reach.
The point after is good. Bryant's over on the sidelines, probably still getting some praise for that last drive. He had over 70 yards receiving on that scoring drive. The 49ers getting set to take over again on offense. They'll be trying to pick it up right where they left off with their last drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, they're throwing the football well. And I'll tell you, I've been covering this game a long time. There's still nothing prettier than seeing a quarterback drop back and throw a perfect spiral down the field and watching guys catch it. That was a work of art the last drive.
2nd and 10. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
This is a tough situation for the offense, 3rd and long coming up, but it's a good situation also. You're leading the football game, so there's no reason to take a chance and turn this football over.
The 49ers take it from the 38. Looking long. What a catch by Odell Beckham Jr.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time. He throws it down the field for another completion.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. McCoy up the middle. Stopped by Jared Allen. The Panthers have counted on this defense to keep them in games this year, but so far that unit has been absolutely manhandled.
Yeah, this is a game they are not used to. That is for sure. And what you're doing on the defensive side, you get in that huddle, and you just want somebody to make a play to turn this game around and get your defense off the field.
2 minutes to go in the second half. Just 2 minutes left of this one. We're back now for the end of the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal from the 5. Toss play. McCoy's tackled down after a gain of 2. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. Third and goal at the 3. And here's the toss. Another touchdown to increase the lead. That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
The point after try is in the books. The 49ers offense takes the field, and what is, in essence, an encore bow to the crowd here, as they have been the dominant team all game long, and time is running out.
This is when I was at my best when I played, Jim. When we were winning, I came out there late in the game, too. I could kneel down and kill the clock as good as any quarterback in history. The 49ers offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good game.
Touchdown. They're just running it up.
Tight ends are more valuable when you get close to the goal line.
The 49ers can put this game away here. Just run out the clock here, Phil. It's been a blowout victory, and now all you're trying to do is not get anybody hurt.
That's right. Get this game over with. And in the NFL, you've got to treasure moments like this. To win easily, that doesn't happen often, so enjoy this victory.
2nd down and 6. And he takes off.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Goal line defense on the field. First and goal to go from the 2. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage. That's second down coming up.
Let's go.
Handoff made. Power surge for 6. Touchdown. Impressive showing today, and it's almost on the brink of running up the score and creating some bad blood. What do you think, Phil?
Who cares, man? Rub it in, baby. Rub it in. When you're on top and you're winning the game, I say go for it. Rub some salt in that wound and let them know how much it hurts.
The 49ers in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. And they come up empty on the onside kick attempt. The Panthers offense comes back onto the field, and there's nothing they can do to pull out victory here. Just a snap or two, and then it's on to the locker room to explain this loss, Phil.
Yeah, listen, today was not their day. The other team was just better. Give some credit to the defense, but the offense was not sharp, and I don't think the game plan coming into today's game was the one they needed to try and run.
Well, partner, one side is Super Bowl bound after this huge victory today.
Yeah, it's like a dream come true, isn't it? You get a chance to play in the Super Bowl. So exciting. So many things done well by your football team in today's game. Really all year long. Enjoy the next day or two, then get ready to try to win the Super Bowl.
For Phil Simms and all the team here on site, what a memorable championship game it was, and we'll see you next at the Super Bowl in 2 weeks.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Broncos going up against the 49ers. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for today's matchup.
49ers, Broncos. Coming up on EA Sports, we welcome you to Santa Clara, California for today's game. And you've heard it so many times. You've just heard it all over again. It doesn't get any bigger than this. So if you're one of the players, how do you handle the bigness of a game like this?
Well, so many things right there in that question, Jim. One, the players, they're used to being on stage. They love the spotlight shined upon them. They've learned it from high school to college to now to the pros. But I'll say this about the Super Bowl. Here we are, Super Bowl 50. Look how far it's come since Super Bowl I. It's hard to believe it's that big. And for the players and coaches out there today, I'll just say this. I promise you, if it's the first time you've been in this game, it's going to live up to everything you ever dreamed about it being.
Let's go down to the field for the latest, and here's Danielle Bellini.
Thanks, guys. Super Bowl 50 is a very special milestone for the NFL. Super Bowl I was played back in 1967 at the LA Coliseum. As you recall, the Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs on that day. But I'm sure neither of those teams could have imagined the Super Bowl growing to be as big as it is today, guys. That being said, we've got two teams out here who desperately want to make history by winning the Super Bowl tonight to ensure they're the ones that are remembered and that everyone is talking about 50 years from now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Danielle. And now we'll go to the field. Beckham is back, ready to field the opening kick. The Broncos ready to get this action started. With that kick, we're now 60 minutes away from crowning a champion. Beckham is going to test the coverage here. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
Talib's there to make the tackle. Second and 6. Wide to the left. Touchdown! That's the first one here at the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is like no other.
The 49ers offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
That's his first reception today. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see them drop a pass.
McCoy is met after a gain of 3. Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Out of the shotgun. Where gets to him for the sack.
Nice job that time by the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback, too.
The 49ers from the 32. A reception, that time by Harris.
The 49ers don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
Well, Jim, if this guy was a golfer...
The 49ers on a quest for their 3rd straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL. Not the way they're making it look, and they're confident. They look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. The offense needs 2 yards here on 3rd down following the incompletion. LaShawn McCoy takes the handoff. Gains 12. First down here after the run. McCoy solo back set. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
Incompletion by the quarterback that time. It was good, tight, man-to-man coverage.
The 49ers will take the snap from the 40. Bell's got the catch on the touch throw. That's his first reception today.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
Bolden's tackled down at the 22.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
After a quarter of play, we've got a stalemate on our hands. Which offense can break this tie? We'll be back after this. Heading to the line at the 22. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. McCoy taken down.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. And it's batted down.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Second down and 10. Gets away from the pressure. Look at Derek Wolfe with the sack.
Defensive coordinators love this. When they can sack the quarterback without taking any chances. That time they just sent the front four. They get the sack, and they didn't even blitz.
A near interception, that time by Harris.
It's a nice play at that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
A field goal in the... The 49ers are getting their offense geared up here. It's going to be interesting to see, Phil, how they react, because I know there was a letdown the last time they had it. They kept the ball for a long time. They picked up a whole ton of yardage, but ended up with only a field goal. So let's see how they'll react now.
Tim, I think you're right. I think they were disappointed in the fact that they executed so many plays and ended up with a field goal. Let's see if they can come out and look for something a little more dynamic, but they don't have to have those long drives. Look for big plays instead.
One-handed grab. That's one of the best one-handed catches we've seen all year, isn't it?
Jim, that's one of the best. You don't see many this outstanding. And these wide receivers, if they can't get two hands on the football, they've taught themselves over time just to go up and stretch as far as they can and get that one hand on it. And it is amazing how many times they make the catch.
And here we have second down. It's a two tight end formation. Bolden's got it. First down.
Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him.
From the shotgun. They're going to get him here for a sack. Coming up, second down. The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense. Out of the shotgun formation. Gronkowski with the grab. That's his first reception today.
Well, these tight ends of the NFL now, they make the catches down the field. They're fast. They can do it all. And everybody is looking for that all-in-one. A guy that can block at the line of scrimmage, who can catch the football well, and has the speed to make it happen once he catches it.
Ball is out. They recover their own fumble. Tackles made. Well, the offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it, keep possession of the football. If you give him the chance, he will run the football. That's what he did that time. He tucked it in there and ran up the field and got a few yards.
First down at the 18. It's into the surefire hands of Odell Beckham Jr.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
First half winding down as we return from the 2-minute warning. McCoy up the middle.
This has been a nice little drive by the offense. It started out in bad field position. Look at them now inside the red zone. Let's see if they can pay it off.
McCoy taken down. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. Third and goal from the 4. Another handoff right back to him. Defense now signaling for a timeout. The offense is still on the field right now. Fourth down, and they'll need to pick up 2. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. And he's in for the touchdown.
That time on fourth and goal,
The 49ers offense preparing to get this drive underway. The last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Love what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
The 49ers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout. He'll try this one from 51. The kick in. It's through there. The kick is good. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios. And you're all right, Larry. The 49ers offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
McCoy's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. He's scrambling down. Going for the deep ball. Makes the play. And Bryant is stopped right there. That's his 4th catch of the day.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Powers his way across. Touchdown. At this point in the game, midway through the third, that touchdown has them on the brink of putting this game away.
Man, they're starting to put their mark on this game, Jim, and you just got to be careful. Don't let it get away from you right here. Find a way to go out there and score on the offensive side and get back into this football game.
Inside of the uprights. The 49ers have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down, don't get conservative, keep it going, try to score points, and just dominate the other team. The 49ers really got it going now. They got confidence, they got momentum, they got a small lead here in the second half. And that first down, what does it do? It just gives the offensive coordinator confidence. And, of course, this quarterback, he is always ready to go.
And he reaches out and makes the catch. One-handed, no less.
That is an impressive play, no doubt about it. And nowadays, from these receivers, we see one of these every single game. Hey, these guys are good.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. About 4. And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. 2 tight ends on the field here. Pass it. Touchdown. And now that we're almost in the fourth and the 49ers look to respond here in what has become an offensive-minded third quarter.
Oh, it has been. You know, listen, it just comes down to this. Sometimes you watch these offenses, they're so good, and we always talk about this. There's so many rules that favor the offenses now. They are taking advantage of those rules.
Second and 10. Toss to the outside. With a nice piece of running on that play. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. First down on the way. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Toss to the outside. Marshall's there to take him down.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets him a few yards.
Second down and 5. Here's Bryant. Huge yardage picked up and finally tackled at the end. And take a look at the numbers and you can see the difference here by and large has come down to the passing attack.
It has. I think the coaches realized early the quarterback was hot. So what did they do? They kept giving him the football, and he kept moving it down the field.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First and goal from the 4. Marshall's all over the ball carrier. Second down here. One more snap and another quarter is in the books. And now he'll take off. Runs it in for the touchdown.
In today's game, you know, Jim, you always have to be alert in situations when the quarterback drops back to pass. You've got to think he might be able to run out of the pocket. And that time, the defense not alert for it. Nobody's there, and he scrambles in for a touchdown.
Welcome back to this shootout. The 49ers take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looks so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
Ball at the 47. The Broncos pride themselves on their defense, but it hasn't been a strength for them here today.
Yeah, they do, but listen, it's not working today. They've been out there for a lot of plays, and you know what is happening? They have fatigue, and when you have fatigue on the defensive side, what goes? You can't think clearly, and you just keep making bad mistakes.
First down at the 34. Scrambling now. Heaving it down the field. Makes the catch. Touchdown. Early in the fourth, and they look to have seized control of this one with that touchdown.
Well, I think they did. Now it's up to the defense. Go out there and shut the opponent's offense down. If you do that, this game is in the bag.
The 49ers coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense.
Malik Jackson chases him down. Now on the move. No one was open.
It's not always about being safe on third and long. Every coordinator has a group of plays that they like on 3rd and 15 plus. So it could be seams, double moves, plays where you catch the defense by surprise and you can pick up a very tough first down situation.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Like we've seen all year long, isn't it? There's a reason why this guy's the top rusher in the NFL. He does every single week. Finds ways to have games like this. Big yards picked up on that play.
The 49ers turn the ball over on downs.
The 49ers go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
We know how much pride both these receivers have, so you knew they would take today's game as a chance to show just how good they really are.
Yeah, I think what they've done, Jim, they've taken today's game and they tried to show off. And that's okay. You like that from your wide receivers. And anytime they go against a guy on the other team where they're compared, you know they're going to compete against each other, and it's gone well for both.
Coming to the line at the 25. Second down and 10. The pass is complete to Thomas. Thomas has undoubtedly been the top target for his quarterback today, Phil.
Yeah, he has. And quarterbacks, that's what happens. When a wide receiver gets hot, hey, they'll start looking for him. And that's what's happened in this game so far here.
3rd and 5. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
49ers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. That field goal has them back in the game, but they're going to need an immediate stand by their defense to have any chance.
Yes, and if this defense wants to get it done and make that stand, Jim, they got to be aggressive. You can't sit back and react. You got to go out there and attack.
That return's good for about 24. Phil, this quarterback matchup has been a great one today, as both have put on quite a show.
Yeah, it's been a great matchup between the quarterbacks. And look, I think the league is loaded with really good quarterbacks. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, the league doesn't have enough guys. Yeah, they do. There are a lot of good ones. Give them time, and they'll show it to you.
The reception by Beckham. The Broncos all season long have been impossible to throw against, but today they are getting shredded, Phil.
Well, they've been impossible to throw against because they have one of the best pass rushes in the NFL. When that's not working, you find out, hey, there's a few weaknesses on that defensive side. They are showing.
Back now following the 2-minute warning. The offense wants to just hold on to the lead to the end. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. They'll go shotgun here. Launching it deep. What a catch. And they'll try to conserve time here with this timeout. That's another reception. Give him 2.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown. Phil, this team has played at such a high level for over 3 quarters, and that touchdown now should finally give them the confidence to know that they're going to take this game.
Oh, yeah, Jim, this game is over, and I'll tell you, let's look at one factor that we haven't talked much about today. The offensive line, they were terrific. You know, the old phrase, the big ugly's got it done. I don't think they're ugly. There are actually a lot of handsome men up there. But they got it done, and they were the difference in today's game.
They'll take it at the 20. As we see the stats now, you really like what both guys have been able to do at wideout today, Phil.
Yeah, they have been spectacular out there on the field. The numbers are awesome. This league, once again, we know it's about the pass, and we saw it here today.
The Broncos come to the line with a bunch set. First down at the 20. Randall's got it. Screen. And he gains maybe 3. That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. That's going to fall incomplete. Vernon Davis was in the vicinity. It'll be 3rd and 7 now after that incompletion. The Broncos get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Stands in the pocket. The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7. The Broncos take it from the 23. Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas. He's inbounds, and he's got it. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Joseph Randall with the reception. Continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Randall's brought down after picking up 6 on this play. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Trailing. They'll go hurry up rather than call a timeout. Throws the pass. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Manning's back in shotgun formation. Did not get both feet down. The offense back on the field here for this 4th and 4. The 49ers defense now is going to go nickel. Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Touchdown as we're near the end of this one.
Tight ends are so valuable down on the goal line. They're able to maneuver inside. Easy to get defenders to run into each other to get open to score.
Well, you have to think they'll be going for the onside kick now, as they must get the football back in a hurry. The Broncos hoping to recover now, an onside kick. They have been fighting an uphill battle, and they had to recover that onside kick.
Well, it was a tough spot for him, Jim. We know that. When you're going for the onside kick and you're trying to recover it, I think your chances are about 1 out of 10, and that time it was not on their side.
The 49ers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Set up now at the 46. First down and 10. They'll run it off the toss. McCoy taken down. The Broncos will stop the clock here with this timeout, needing to preserve time. Second down following the run. The Broncos with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Tosses the football. McCoy taken down. The Broncos stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. The line of scrimmage is at the 40. McCoy lines up in the backfield. Fights through contact. Slashes to the left side. Offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 3 for the first. The 49ers call for a timeout. They want to talk it over on what should be coming up, the final play of the game. Back at the line. They're going for it on 4th. Dez Bryant on the receiving end. The San Francisco 49ers have won the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy heading back to San Francisco. It's been just a remarkable season, and what a Super Bowl to finish it off.
You're right, Jim. A remarkable season to do all that hard work, to find a way to win the Super Bowl. You will go home and you will dream about this for the next 5 months.
The brotherhood will never be stronger than this moment. All the dreams coming out of youth. The emotion of it all, it's almost overwhelming. To realize a dream from the playgrounds, through all the practices, to one day have your hands on the Lombardi Trophy. And now that moment is realized. For the rest of your life, you'll be remembered as a Super Bowl champion. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long from the Super Bowl.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. All combine stats such as the 40-yard dash are now available in scouting. Check it out. Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft when you're ready.